here I've got a little shot where I'm going to go around the tree and up on the green. It's normally an 8-iron shot, but I'm going to take a 6 because I can spin the ball a lot better with a less lofted club. So I'm going to choke down a little bit. I'm going to set the face right at the pin because that's where I want it to go. But I'm going to set my body lines to the left and swing along my body lines, and the ball will cut out and come right into the pin. Face on line, body lines left. Watch this one spin around the tree and go right up on the green. How about that? About 6 feet. Now when you've got the wind going from left to right, you want to just take your normal shot, but you want to line up to the left and let the wind bring the ball in. I'm 140 yards from the pin. I've got my 8-iron, so I'm going to set the face left of the pin, line up my body lines over there, ball position is correct, and just make my normal swing out to the left of the green and let the wind just bring it on into the pin. Setting up, always seeing it, feeling it, and then trusting my swing. And here it comes right back into the hole. I've checked the trees and the clouds, and I can tell that the wind is blowing at my back. So on a downwind shot, you don't want to try to help the ball up into the wind to take it to the green. Just take one club shorter and swing nice and easy and smooth, and the ball should get right up to the pin. Ball position stays the same. Stay nice and balanced and swing smoothly. Swing it to the pin. Back and through. All the way to the hole. Watch the wind carry it. Remember, don't muscle it when you're going downwind. When you have windy conditions, there's 3 ways to check the wind. The first way is just to pick up some grass, throw it up in the air, and look the way it goes. So this tells me that the wind's in my face. Another way would be to read the trees to see which way they're blowing, or a very effective way is to look at the clouds and see the direction they're moving. Now with the wind in my face, I'm going to take one club more than normal. This is normally a 5-iron shot, so I'm going to take my 4-iron. I'm going to come behind the ball, and when I want to hit the ball into the wind, I usually choke down for control. This also gets me a little closer to the ball and is going to allow me to come more on a linear motion to the ball to keep it down under the wind. The one thing I don't want to do on a wind shot in my face is hit real hard at the ball, because the harder I swing down at the ball, the more backspin it will put on and the more it'll shoot it up into the wind. So the one thing I do is I play the ball back in my stance to get it down. I keep my weight forward. I don't want a lot of weight shift. And I want to swing smoothly. I've got plenty of club to get it up there. Don't hit hard at the ball into the wind. Swing real smooth, back and through. And you can see how nice and low that went all the way up to the pin. I'm 130 yards and I've got to get it up real quick and get it over this tree and up on the green. Well, how do I do that? First, I'm going to open the face a little bit, play the ball up. Because I've opened the face, I've got to aim a little bit to the left. And with this shot, I don't want to try to scoop it up in the air. I'm just going to let the loft of the club and the position of the ball produce the shot that I want. I don't want a lot of body moving either. Open the face a little, play it up, stay down, and I want to swing right through the ball and not loft it and try to lift it in the air. Just like this. Right up by the green. Playing to various pin placements is what shot making is all about. And on this hole, you can see we've placed 2 pins up on the green, one to the right and one to the left. So let's apply our ball flight laws. We're going to fade it to the right and draw it to the left. Now, when you come behind the ball and you picture the shot, always pick your spot so that you can set that face nice and straight to the hole. We set the face straight, and then with the fade, I line my body lines up to the left. Now, a good picture would be to just imagine a pin to the left of the green when you're playing a fade. Face straight, shoulders left, and then I always swing along my body line and let the ball flight laws take their effect. Here we go. Nice, easy swing. And the ball will cut right back into the pin. There it comes, kicking right up to the hole. Now for the draw. Always come behind the ball, visualize your shot, pick your intermediate target so you can get that face straight, set the face on the hole, and then with the draw I'm going to set my body lines up to the right as if there's a pin on the right side of the green. And then when I make my swing in that direction, the laws will take effect. Here we go. Set the face on the pin, body lines to the right, and just simply swing. Now the ball will hook right into the pin every time. Work on these principles of ball flight laws and you'll be a true shot maker. The fairway bunker shot does not have to be a nemesis for you. What you want to do when you paint your picture for this shot is you always want to survey what's between you and the green. The common tendency is to get a little sand between the face of the club and the ball, and that'll leave it way short of the green. So always survey what you've got out there in front of you. Now you can see these little bushes out in front of me, and there's a hazard there. So I want to always take that into consideration when I come back and look at the lie of my ball. This is really what's going to dictate whether I go or not with the shot all the way to the green. But let's say that I've got a decent lie and I've got a nice full green up there to go to. Here are the principles. Number one, you want to choke down on the grip for control. And when you choke down, you want to use one club more than normal. Then as you address the ball, I suggest that you open your stance a little bit, which will help you to make a nice crisp contact with the back of the ball. It gets the lower body out of the way and allows that club to come into the back of the ball nice and crisp. Also, you don't want to dig your feet way down. Just dig the toes in a little bit, just about as much as you would choke down on the club, about that much. And the main thing you want to do with this shot is stay centered over the ball. Don't get a lot of weight shift because we're looking to make such a crisp contact with the back of the ball. So here we go. I'm going to choke down a little bit, and I'm going to play that ball just behind the logo. Lean a little left with an open stance. Don't want any tension in the shoulders because I want to be able to make a controlled swing, crisp contact with the back of the ball. Here we go. Get up there, baby. Okay. And now let's look at some other variations in the sand trap. We have a decision to make. We've got a bad lie and a good lie. So I've got to decide how I'm going to play the bad lie. Of course, there's no way that I'm going to be able to carry it over this bank to get it onto the green. So I'm going to have to play safe over here. Now when you lay up, be sure that you lay up well behind the problem, which is the water out there. So I'm going to aim well over to the left of it. And when you want to play a little longer shot and it's down in the sand like this, let's just go over the principles. I'm going to play the ball back in my stance. I'm going to keep the face fairly square. I'm going to keep my weight to the left. And I want to swing down behind the ball, keeping the face square, and through the ball, and the ball will come out and it'll roll pretty good out of this type of a lie. Lean to the left, face fairly square. Play about an inch behind and swing through the ball. And I got it out there, and now I've got a nice short shot to the green. Now even if you have a good lie in the bunker, like this one, and you're 160 yards from the green, but you've got this steep lip of the bunker there in front of you, you still might want to lay it up. But if you want to go for it, and you feel confident, then here's how you play it out of the bunker and get it up over that. you've got to open the face of the club, and you choose one club more because you're choking down and also you're opening the face up. Now you've got to open your stance to adjust the face so it's straight. The ball is still just behind the logo. I lean my weight to the left. I want to establish that base. I'm choking down. And with this shot, I don't want to try to lift it up over the embankment. That's the common problem. Let the loft of the club and the crisp contact with the back of the ball loft it up in the air. So don't think about getting it up. Think about just crisp contact with the back of the ball. Here we go. Weights left, open stance. Relax the shoulders, the face is open a little bit. And think about staying centered over the ball. No excessive weight shift. Crisp contact. And, oh boy, do I love that one. All right. Work with these principles. Don't take a risk if that ball gets down deep in the fairway bunker. Play it safe, and your score will improve. Now I've moved back in the bunker, and I've got a lot longer shot, 175 to 185 yards. I don't suggest that you ever use a long iron out of a trap. Instead, use a baffler or a high lofted fairway wood. This has got 23 degrees. And the beautiful thing about using these out of fairway traps is it's got a lot lower center of gravity. It's got a heavy flange on the bottom, and it will loft the ball out of the trap with a lot less effort. And when you use like a 23-degree fairway wood and you choke down, which is the principle we use in the traps, the ball will go about as far as a 4 or 5 iron. We do the same principles we do with the normal shot. Choke down, dig the toes in just a little bit, don't overdo it. Set the weight left, but the shoulders square. And also use this on par 5s if you've got to go out of the trap to lay it down in front of the green. Don't try to hit a 3-wood off of this type of a lie. Use your little 5-wood or fairway wood. Here we go. Always stay centered and a crisp contact with the back of the ball. Let the club do the work. Like this. And that's coming right into the pin. Get close. If you work with these principles, take your time. They're going to help you improve your play when you get in a fairway bunker.